Hi guys, this is Helen Ortega of YugaTech, and in this video, we're going to give you a closer look at the OnePlus 3. The OnePlus 3 is the company's newest high-end budget flagship smartphone. This is the third generation smartphone from OnePlus, which is popular for putting top-of-the-line specs in a phone that was the cost of a mid-range device. The full metal unibody of the OnePlus 3 is made up of aluminum alloy, which contributed to the much lighter weight at just 158 grams, and thickness of the device at 7.33mm, which is nearly the same as the LG G5 and the Samsung Galaxy S7. Handling the device is not that difficult even with one-handed usage. However, the smooth metal build of the device makes it quite slippery that may probably give you a reason to put up a back cover or case right away to prevent any accidental slip or drops. On the front of the device is a battery-efficient optic AMOLED display, which is actually just a Super AMOLED with really thin side bezels, measuring at 5.5 inch in a full HD resolution, covered with a 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass 4. The display is bright with high contrast and gives wonderful experience even when you are using it outdoors. Located at the upper left side is an RGB notification LED and an 8-megapixel front-facing camera with electronic image stabilization, situated before the sensors. Selfie camera quality isn't the best under poor lighting condition, but still manages to produce sharp images in well-lit situations. On the chin part of the device, there are 3 physical capacitive buttons, recent apps, a home button which doubles as a fingerprint sensor, and back. However, you could swap the order of recent and back buttons on the settings menu, and you also have an option to use an on-screen navigation if you like, a feature we've only seen in OnePlus 3. The left side has the volume rocker and an alert switch that was first introduced on the OnePlus 2. This two-stage switch lets you selectively mute alerts based on priority and notifications you want to receive. At the bottom end is the built-in speaker, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a USB Type-C port with support for up to 4 amps and 5 volts charging that allows the device to reach 60% battery life in about an hour. There's a OnePlus logo printed on the back, antenna lines, single LED flash, and a slightly raised camera lens just right below it. The rear camera sports a 16-megapixel Sony IMX298 sensor, which is the same with the Huawei Mate 8 and Asus Zenfone 3, and have an f2.0 aperture, electronic and optical image stabilization, and face detection autofocus. You can also shoot videos in 4K, but you might want to keep it at 1080p due to its limited 64GB storage. It produces clear, vibrant, with not so oversaturated images. You can quickly launch the camera with a double press of the power button, and the camera itself is similar to Google's stock camera. It also features a manual mode for white balance, ISO, shutter speed, and manual focus tweaks. HDR mode is also enabled by default for better low-light performance. Here are some sample photos and videos we took using the camera. We ran a quick Antutu benchmark test on the OnePlus 3 and score hits above 144,000, beating the Samsung Galaxy S7 score of over 12,000. The OnePlus 3 is powered by the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor and 6GB of RAM, which is more than enough compared to the 3GB or 4GB we usually get with high-end handsets. It can run multiple apps and games at the same time and jump between them without waiting them to reload. However, the device tends to slow down if you launch a certain app when there are more than 6 applications in the background. In other words, it can cope with keeping more apps in memory, probably due to overly aggressive memory management, which will be fixed on the next 3.1.4 Oxygen OS update. Users are also limited with 64GB internal storage option with no microSD card expansion support. Running the software department is the latest Oxygen OS 3.1.3, which is based on Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow. Its UI has a close-to-stock feel with a few added customization features like night mode and dark mode for better user experience. The battery is built in at 3000 mAh and supports OnePlus' latest dash charging technology, which claims to charge the device of up to 60% in just 30 minutes. With this technology, we are able to fully charge the device super fast at about 1 hour. Using our PCMark battery life test, the OnePlus 3 hits 8 hours and 22 minutes, While on my own assessment, I usually get an average of 5 hours screen on time with moderate usage. We think the OnePlus 3 is the best flagship budget smartphone you can buy. With its premium build quality, excellent camera quality, top-level performance, dash charge technology, NFC and USB Type-C for just around $400. Well, that's the story of this phone. Thank you for watching and we hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, go hit the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Again, this is Helen Ortega of YugaTech. See you on our next video.